Do you ever feel kind of crazy because you have this vision that no one else sees, even family members, even friends, but you know deep down, like, this is what I'm supposed to do. Like, I know I'm meant for more. I'm not supposed to just be working this job, or I'm not really supposed to be doing just this. I know I'm meant for something greater. That is what I'm most passionate about. That is called vision is the art of seeing the invisible. Only you see that. You have that image, that vision for a reason. It's not meant for anyone else to see but you. Now, there may be moments where you get very, very lucky, very blessed, I should say, and you have mentors, friends, significant other that sees your vision to the best of their ability and supports it. Beautiful. That is incredible. You want people who charge you, not people who drain you. But having a vision, especially if you come from a family where it's never been done, or you're in a friend group where no one has achieved that, it can get lonely because you have this vision in your head when you go to sleep or when you're just in silence, and you know it's like that. There's a reason why you have that in your mind. It could be a certain house, it could be a certain feeling, a certain job, a certain vision you have for your future. That's your vision. This microphone came from a vision. These clothes, this watch, this table, this building came from someone's vision, imagination, before anyone else actually knew what they saw. So remember that your dream is meant for you to see, nobody else. And if no one else sees it, that's okay. But it's up to you to bring it to life and to protect it. And in order to cultivate it and to bring it to fruition, you have to understand that it may be a lonely road. It may be something that no one else sees for a long time. But if you see it, if you feel it, if you believe in it, it will happen. And I'm going to tell you a story. At the time, I was covering the NBA and I was working at Nike. I know I'm wearing Adidas right now, but I was working at Nike and I was covering the NBA. And at the time, my favorite player was LeBron James. And I remember telling people, I'm going to interview LeBron and I'm going to ask him a question that he's never been asked before. I was saying this while I was folding socks and table tees. If you ever work retail, you know what I mean. And no one really took it serious. Like, okay, you interview LeBron, that's cool. I'm like, no. I'm not just going to interview LeBron. I want to interview him and change the game. Like, I want to interview him and ask him something that's never been done and combine both the worlds that I live in, Nike and the NBA. Like, well, how are you going to do that? I'm going to interview him about his shoes. And if I can get him talking about his shoes, like, no one's really ever interviewed him after a game about his shoes. I think I can change the game here. I can combine both the worlds. And kind of threw it one ear out the other, and it drove me crazy because I'm sitting here, I'm like, guys, how do you not see how this could really work? How do you not see how this can be a really big deal for Nike? This could be a really big deal for LeBron, and it helps him so much, it helps the company so much. Now, I'm gonna go do this. Yeah, okay, Max, you're gonna go interview LeBron, you work at Nike. Okay. But I saw it so clearly. No, I saw it so clearly on what I was gonna ask LeBron, and I even envisioned his response, and I just, like, I saw it. Like, I knew it could work, and I knew it would be something that he's never been asked before, and it would help everyone, all the parties involved. So driving there, I'm thinking of the question, and if I were him, how could I respond to this question? How would I view it? And I went through every scenario in my head, and I saw it so clearly. So Lakers, Orlando, I covered the Orlando Magic. I'm there, first one there. I'm watching the warm-ups. I'm looking at his shoes. Okay. The game goes. Now, they have to play good in order for him to go to the podium. He has to have a good game. There's a lot of things out of my control. They could lose and he doesn't go to the podium. They can win and he doesn't play good and he doesn't go to the podium. There's a lot that can to not go well. So I needed the Lakers to win and I needed him to have a good game. The Lakers won and he had a good game. I always get down to the media section first, every time. So it was like almost halfway through the fourth quarter. I made sure I was front and center, front row. So I'm there And now the Lakers PR, they pick who asks the questions almost. Like there's only a certain amount of questions that can be asked because they got to get going. And LeBron, with the type of coverage that he gets, you can only take so much. People will be there all day asking questions. So I was front row. And I didn't get to ask Russell Westbrook a question because he went first at the time. I was like, oh gosh, there's a chance they don't pick me even though I was first. So LeBron comes up, the reporter who travels the team gets like the first 2 or 3 questions. A couple other people get questions. I'm like, man, I may not get picked. This is crazy. Finally, boom, hand up to like last question. Pick me. And it felt like a flow state. It was like, oh, this is exactly how I pictured it. So I asked LeBron about his shoes, and you can check my Instagram to see it. And basically, like, what's that process like? Like, what's that feeling? You were 2003, your first shoe came out ever, the Zoom Generations. And now 20 years later, your son is helping you with your shoe. Like, what is that process like? And he just went all in. It's almost like he knew what I was trying to ask. And he shouted out Nike. He got to shout out his family and the role that his sons had in it in creating the shoe, and shouted out the amazing Nike staff. And it was such a beautiful conversation. And I was like, wow, that's a full circle moment. He said, yeah, it's a full circle moment for sure. And it was just like what I thought in the Nike aisles as just a retail employee, how that could happen and no one saw it. And then when it happened, and so many huge platforms shared that interview, and he never had an interview like that. It just showed me that you're going to have a vision as big and grand as it may seem. It's not impossible if you believe in it. I promise you, it's not impossible if you believe in it. So whatever your vision is different than mine, than the next person. Please protect it. Be so tunnel vision with it, and understand that the only person that can make it come to fruition or destroy it is you.